Australis Caravans has just released the third model in its lineup of caravans. It's called the High Country. Now internally it's only 14 foot 6 inches, but it's what they pack inside, the amount of gear on this caravan that really sets it apart, and it's all done in a very logical way. It doesn't feel cramped despite its compact dimensions, and what's more, behind the new MUX, it's been an absolute pleasure to tow. We need to get it unhitched so that I can show you through this rather unique caravan. Here we have the control panel for the level 4 Tough Ride airbag suspension. Now, one of the benefits of the level 4 Tough Ride suspension setup is you get a remote control, and it's just a case of pushing a button to inflate or deflate the airbag on the side of the van that you want to go up or down. And it also has a really neat auto leveling feature. It's just a matter of flicking a couple of switches and the technology will work it out for you. Yes, it's a compact single axle caravan, but it's also proof that you don't need a massive caravan to have loads of storage space when it's well thought out. And that's the case here. We have a massive boot accessible from both sides of the caravan, but we also have here a 2600 watt inverter. That's going to allow us to run the onboard reverse cycle air conditioner and even the microwave oven. Now this A-frame is extended just over 2 meters in length, so they've been able to fit quite a lot of stuff here. We've got a mesh stone guard, couple of 9 kilo gas cylinders, and even the tank right here for the onboard diesel heater. Now, aside from this handy shelf area at the top of the storage box, on either side we've got a couple of slide out trays. One's going to suit a generator and maybe a portable fridge on the other side. Here we have a pull-out kitchen. It has a barbecue, stainless steel sink, a flick mixer tap with hot and cold water. You just need to connect up your water lines and your gas bayonet, and you're ready to go. Now, I could go on and on about the amount of different external features on this caravan because trust me, there is a lot here. But the other thing I'd really like to point out is this caravan has a Carefree electric awning. I mean, it's all about making life out in the bush because this is a true off-grid caravan as easy as possible. Tell you what, these electric awnings, I mean, you just push a button and technology does the rest. Now, as I mentioned, one of the benefits of this caravan is the onboard diesel heater. Again, you have a remote control and it's just a matter of turning it on. And automatically the diesel heater will kick in. We'll have a nice warm toasty caravan in no time. And here we have the nerve center of the caravan. We have the BM Pro Battery Plus 35 battery management system, Odyssey Link, and let's not forget we have the onboard 2600 watt inverter. We can turn that on. We'll let that cycle up. And now we have some 240 volt power coming through to the van, courtesy of those dual 200 amp hour lithium batteries. And to prove I'm not lying, let's have a look at the microwave. We can see the lights have come on. But the other benefit, of course, is that we have this Dometic IBIS 4 reverse cycle air conditioner. So if it was hot outside, we could use this to cool the caravan down without being connected to mains power. Obviously, this is a couple's caravan. You've got the front east to west bed, and that in and of itself is a real space saver. One thing that I quite like is the storage compartment at the head of the bed. But one of the things that really impresses me about this layout is the fact that they've fitted an actual bathroom. Not a combo unit, but a proper bathroom with a separate shower, a vanity, and a cassette toilet. All of this in a 14 foot 6 inch internal length layout. Now, Australis Caravans is no stranger to building caravans with a Meranti timber frame. However, this new High Country model comes with an aluminium frame. It's clad with composite aluminium cladding, and they've done away with the black checker plate and they've given the High Country instead X-plate protection, and that is quite an upgrade. The roof, meanwhile, is a one-piece 35mm composite fiberglass construction, while the floor is like a honeycomb structure, so totally rot-proof. When it comes to your freshwater storage, there are two 95-litre freshwater tanks as well as a 95-litre grey water tank, while at the sink they've even included a separate filtered drinking water tap. There's a 188-litre Dometic compressor fridge. Now, as for the chassis, look, we do have that 6-inch 6-inch extended A-frame, while the main rails are 4-inch, and you've got a 4-inch chassis raiser as well. So there's quite a lot of steel happening underneath this caravan. They use a DO35 hitch as well, because after all, this is an off-road caravan. Now, given the size of this single axle caravan, and of course that high spec level, you might be wondering how much it weighs. Well, at Tare it's 2,248 kilograms. The ATM, that's 3,000 kilos, so a really decent payload capacity. While the bull loading at Tare is 133 kilos. So this caravan really does sit within the capabilities of most mid-range four-wheel drives. It's clear that Australis Caravans has thought about all the sorts of creature comforts and features that you might need for true off-grid living, and then thought about how to include them in a relatively small package in a cohesive way. And on that objective, I think they've succeeded. So if what you're after is a relatively small single axle caravan that's also easy to tow and easy to store, this High Country by Australis Caravans probably should be on your list. It's almost unfathomable the amount of stuff that they've fitted onto this caravan.